New day, same weather, maybe worse. I'll spare you the time lapse of going out the door. It's still white air, Rex. Okay, let's keep going. Go ahead. Okay, T-Rex, same door as yesterday. You know the routine. It is so windy outside. It is snowing inside. Let's see what we have. Oh, we're able to open the door. Anyway, the wind's coming from a little bit of a different direction. Yesterday it was kind of coming from that way, and now today it's coming from this way, but it's swirling. So we've come outside right at sunset. It's, sunrise. And the temperature's about the same. It's 0 degrees, but believe it or not, I think it's a little more windy today than yesterday. And something I've never seen before from the Stowe Resort, all lifts starting the day on wind hold. It's been that sucking, wheezing sound in the air all night sleeping over there. Those sliders just kind of making all this racket whistling, and buildings are shaking. And on Mount Washington, it's confirmed the wind gusted to 108 miles per hour this morning at about, about 5:30 or so. Sustained up around 85, 90. So it is more windy today than yesterday. And here at the mountain, the snow reporters, Scott and Andre and everybody, saying that it's the most wind we've had all week. Now, the air is still white. It's still snowing, but I think it's not landing until it gets to about Massachusetts or so. So they're reporting about an inch of new snow. But there they are. They're grooming. Lift line. Come on, bring it. The chairs are not on the quad. The chairs are not on the over easy. And even Sunrise is not open, even though there's some blue sky up there. I mean, I can tell. You might not be able to tell, but it's very shallow, saturated air. T-Rex, how deep is it over there? You going to make it through there? Come on, you can do it. Come here, Rex. Rex, come on. This way. Come on, Rex. He's not that dumb, is he? He goes around the snowdrift. Yeah, so temperatures this morning starting off about, 5 to 10 degrees up here. Oh, Rex found his way through the snow. This was not part of the plan. Got to chase Rex down. No, Rex, come on. We're not going in yet. This way. Oh, sorry. Sorry to bother you. Some things can't be unseen, right? Sorry, Linda. So this is the same snowbank as yesterday. And I can shoot over Rex's head here. And look at that. That snow drift, rather, is about, that one's about 6 feet. But that's also some off the roof. So I didn't quite show it at the right angle yesterday. All right, there goes T-Rex over there. But I'm more than knee deep. I'm thigh deep. And that's where I laid my body down yesterday. And you can see it's all filled back in. So relentless wind. Oh, yeah, I was going to show the temperature map. It's about 8 or 9 degrees at lower elevations. And the thing that sticks out to me, these red numbers are wind gusts. And 10 degrees at Greenville, Maine, with the wind gusting to 45 miles per hour. Cape Cod's about 20 degrees, and it's wind gusting past 30. Rex, you got snow on your snout there. All right. We did ski a little bit yesterday. Danny and I went into the woods, and it was kind of thin, but there's areas of powder, so you can get some freshies. But I don't blame you, Weir and Ross, for not coming up why did I come up? I think mostly just because I love to experience the different kinds of weather, and I can still go ice skating, and maybe tomorrow morning we'll get up to the top. I haven't really researched the weather too much, but watching what's happening in Southern California, also very wind related, is just gut-wrenching, heartbreaking what's happening across the continent. So this is really nothing compared to what other people have to suffer. All right, sorry to bring you down. We'll come back with the full weather forecast, probably a little bit more early today, as I'm not getting on the shuttle and going over there and getting frostbite on my toes. All right, out the crystalline snowflake door next. Yeah, it looks like a snowflake, but that's actually just ice crystals on the door. T-Rex is barking to go in. Guess what, Rex? We're going this way. Come on. We're going this way. We're going to go in this way. He's all excited. We got to go clean up whatever you did just a few minutes ago. Yeah. We love this extreme weather. Just got to dress for it. Yeah, I'll get to that. All right, Rex, stop. Good boy. Rex, stop. All right, out the next door. Stop. You like it better in here, Rex, on the couch. Okay. You want to go out this door? I don't think so. So this is the door with the crystals on it. Isn't that fascinating what happens when it gets really cold? And also snowing inside the room here. It's 10 a.m. and we're going out this door, and not much has changed. The air is still white. Visibility is less than a half mile. Usually that means snow is accumulating a ½ inch per hour, but it's just blowing around, so it's impossible to get any accurate measurements. That little snowman we had down there 24 hours ago is buried in a drift. There's a drift on our neighbor's porch, and there are still no lifts spinning here at Mount Mansfield. Last time I remember a complete shutdown was March 11th. We were here that day for the blizzard, and we at least started the day with a few lifts, and then it ended up shutting down in the afternoon. So it looks like today is just watch the weather from indoors. There's always shopping. We've got shops here and stuff. So why so windy? Why more windy today than yesterday? When the map looks fairly similar, but the isobars are a little more concentrated. Our low pressure system south of Greenland off of Newfoundland is a little further away, but it's stronger this morning. It was down below 960 millibars, and wind is air moving from high to low, and the high is weaker. It's down to about 1020, 1026 millibars, but it's also closer. So once again, we've tightened up the isobars, and that is why it's so windy and we're saturated. You know, there were some record low temperatures in parts of the Midwest, just a couple of low temperatures, and also out there in the Mojave Desert. It was 32 this morning, so that's that real dry air, and that's part of the ingredients, the dynamic for that Santa Ana. And so at the same time, there's been some record cold, just a couple spots. There's also record warm in northeastern Quebec this morning, up around 40 degrees. So we've really turned things upside down in the weather world. And if we look at the advisories, watches, and warnings, there is a massive, second one in 3 days, winter storm crossing further south than the last one. We have winter storm warnings in effect from Texas through northern Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, and then it turns into a winter storm watch all the way to the coast of North Carolina. This is that system that some of the guidance had coming up into southern New England over the weekend. We've put that one to bed. That's not going to happen, but there are other things going on. And should we just go to the Euro? Yeah, might as well. And this is my favorite part too here, calling the play-by-play on the day-to-day weather, the forecast. The weather changes and the weather forecast changes, and there have been some subtle changes going in here, but not a lot to the southern storm. So here it is. There's that low pressure system, and there'll probably be some severe weather around the Gulf of Mexico. We can really see only the northern edge of that blue is snow coming there across. Again, parts of Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee is going to be getting a snowstorm, and then that goes off to our south. And yesterday I stopped it at 12Z Saturday, that's 7 a.m. Saturday, but I'm not going to stop it. There goes the low, and then there's another weaker low coming across northern New England with an upper level low. So there are snow flakes in the air just about anywhere in New England on Saturday. That's kind of another pulse of colder air, but at least there are fewer isobars, so the wind is really going to die down until there's another little weak low, it looks like, crossing Lake Superior next Monday into Tuesday, right? But that's a wayward polar vortex there. And you see the thickness of 510, that's pure Arctic air coming across the Great Lakes, and it looks like a little Norland instability trough, slowing it way down just east of Cape Cod Tuesday into early Wednesday. So that's slowed a little bit. That's another push of Arctic air, and we may have to chase that one to Cape Cod. And then, pardon me, getting a little too excited here. And then the isobars do tighten up again here next Wednesday night, Thursday. Here comes the wind, and we're in Arctic air, so a new pulse of cold air coming in here 1 week from today. It does not look quite as windy, but it looks almost as same kind of low temperatures, and that goes into Thursday and Friday. And then things are changing. Looks like a warm front coming at us, and wow, and day 10 now is out to next Saturday, and there is a 985 stopping it here at 240 hours, 985 millibar low pressure system over central Ontario with a big batch of snow blue and rain green over New England and southern New England. Wow, wow is what's behind that low, and I think there's a lot of wiggle room for this being more snow than rain in New England, but there's going to probably be some rain. Now we're getting out to that magical January 20th. I've been talking about January 20th sometime. Holding on to the same graphic here. Look at those numbers. The blue line's Arctic air behind that 985 low. You see the 504, the 498, and the 492. Those are those are iso-allobars way up at 500 millibars, showing just pure Arctic air. And the black lines, those are the isobars, and you can't make it out, but there's a 1050 millibar high pressure system in Western Canada, and there's a weak low right over Salt Lake City with an Arctic front. And dare I say, I'm having memories and flashbacks now to how the weather changed on a dime. January 20th, 2015, 10 years ago, next week, it started snowing, or in 2 weeks, it started snowing in New England, and it didn't stop for 6 weeks, and we had the snowiest winter on record after very little snow most of the first half of that winter of 14-15. All right, that's never going to happen again in our life, right? Never, especially if we start talking about it 10 days out. So we'll say, oh, forget it. It's never going to snow in southern New England again. Oh, wait, it did this morning. I saw those snow flurries. And also, this is day 9 in a row of New England snow. And it's not just here in Vermont, where we don't know how much snow has come down. It has to be a foot or two, especially if you can find the east side Lee and do some hiking in the mountains. You're going to get some good stuff. But we're not doing that. We're not hiking. So I'm going to start our and more. Well, I've been watching Bass River. I'm going to leave a time lapse of Bass River from yesterday, where there was ice on the pond, Fallon's Pond, in the morning, and then the wind blew it off to the southwest shore, or southeast shore, because of the northwest wind. So little tease there. And after our walk with T-Rex yesterday and some skiing in the trees, I'm going to leave you, and a little ride down the mountain, I'm going to leave you with that Fallon's Pond time lapse. But now we'll pick it up about noontime or 1 o'clock yesterday, when T-Rex and I were scoping out the scene here. It looked kind of like a ghost town. Pick it up by the skating rink yesterday, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow morning. Lord willing. It's a busy day tomorrow. Not sure how much progress I'm going to make. Brutal. How's that wind gust, Rex? Yeah. Where is everybody? Skating will at least keep us warmer. There's the sun. Rex is on a mission. Almost like a ghost town. Yeah, that looks like as good a spot as any, Rex. This is really unbelievable. So this is like the beginner area. There's nobody. I mean, these lifts are usually open. Wow. Wind. Wind and waffling forecasts. Except for the fact that it just won't stop snowing up here. And eventually it'll stop blowing at some point. It's a ghost town. Are we really at a major resort? I don't know. Counting days in a row with skis blowing off the rack. Day 2 in a row with skis blowing off the rack. Nothing's easy today. T-Rex seems to be liking it though. About a pico taco. It's the wind chill alert alarm going off. Hey, but the sun is out. Did you notice that? Yeah. Doesn't that feel good? Oh, there it is. The white sun. That was there for a second anyway. All right, this is round 2, and it's just about 2 on the Sunrise 6 path. White air. Ready? Yeah. No trees. I don't see any trees. You see any trees? Just duck. Hey, who's that? Is that Danny Pizza? Oh yeah, getting some air. Trees are 85% air, aren't they? can't see. There you go. Looking good. We got glade scan. I'm all discombobulated. I got my poles in one hand, glove off in the other, and I don't know. There's a piece of wood. You always got to watch out for that wood. Go sideways over wood, it can cause a problem. You got to kind of jump it. And out. Hey, that ledge down there looked pretty good. Why are we not on this trail?